Hey guys, what's going on? Troy with Mountain Man Treasure here, and we've got a little bit of a, well, it's not a thrift haul, it's a haul. So here's the situation, guys. I wish I would have had my phone or my camera with me when I had the chance to go over to this place. I didn't, just so you could see what it looked like, but they described it basically as a farmhouse, and I guess that's what it was. But the situation is, there's a house there. This lady had lived there for a very long time and largely cleaned it out, but didn't get everything out. There was a whole bunch of stuff left behind. And so then a company came in and cleaned a lot of that stuff out, but not all of it once again. So a lady that they do some clear out of storage units and stuff like that, and sometimes I guess get contracted to help clean out some houses. And so she was contacted by somebody that knew that's what they did, and told, hey, look, there's some stuff over here. Some people might be interested in it. Well, they posted on Facebook. This lady, her name's Karen. She posted on Facebook and said, hey, there are a few things over here, some older stuff. If anybody's interested, let me know. Well, I saw in a couple of the pictures that they posted, there was an old blow mold that looked interesting. It was a Christmas blow mold of a lantern that would go out in your yard. I told her I was interested in that, and it looked like there was another Christmas decoration there. She said, well, why don't you come out about 12:30, and that worked. So I did, and there were several other people that came out at the same time. So it was a little bit of a mad dash to grab stuff. I don't think these were resellers. It was just people that saw interesting stuff, but very small area. So everybody was trying to grab stuff, and everybody's right next to each other. So camera in there would have been weird anyway. Didn't really look up anything, to be honest with you. I just had to go on my instincts. Like I didn't have my camera, didn't have my phone, couldn't look stuff up if I wanted to. So this was a go by your gut instinct and grab stuff. We got a whole pile of stuff. We paid 15 bucks. I'm gonna go through it now. It's still in a box in the car. Haven't gone through it yet. I'm gonna go through it with you. Let's see what we got. Okay, guys, so here is our box. I've got another thing over here that didn't fit in the box, and then we've got the decoration back there. So let me get all this stuff in the house. Okay, guys, got it all in the box, and a few other things that didn't quite fit in the box here in the shop. And again, we paid $15 for this stuff. I haven't looked anything up, don't know what it's worth, just had to guess. And some of it, quite honestly, was a grab, just because as soon as tomorrow, there could be a bulldozer out there. Essentially, the bulldozer was going to come in and level the property and whatever was in it. And they're going to subdivide that lot back there and put up some homes, which is a good thing. But I know there was probably still some treasures in that place that I just didn't have the ability or the time to dig and find. So I tried to save a few things, and I think we did. At least one of them, I think, is going to stay here and be part of the rando collection that I'm building here. Eventually, this area is going to turn a little bit more resellery. Right now, it's like a reseller puked out onto his shop bench, which is basically what we got. But it's turning into the reseller center. So this thing is going to slowly transform here over the summer, I think. And one of these things is going to stick with us, so you'll see it here in future videos. But let's go over the stuff we found. And again, you tell me if you think any of this is worth it, if it's worth the 15 bucks I paid. And I'll probably find out, because as I'm editing this, I'll go through and I'll do some comps, and I'll throw up some stuff over here, over there, I don't know. We'll put it up somewhere, and I will put some comps up, and so you can see at least a little bit what I looked at afterward. But as of now, I don't know. So the first thing that I grabbed, the thing that I saw when I walked in the room, is this. This is what I think is going to stay with me. I found the old A-Team van, guys. This is the old Ertl A-Team van. You can see in there Mr. T is driving this van. On this side, it doesn't look too bad. So for display purposes, this side is in okay shape. This side, unfortunately, a little beat up. Now the door does still open. It sticks a little bit. I think There's something loose in there. I'm not sure what's bouncing around in there. I haven't opened it up. But I think a little bit of tender loving cleaning. Maybe instead of these stickers, I can do some paint striping on there, something. I bet I can rehab this little guy. And I think he's going to live out here with me. I haven't looked up the comps, but my guess is in good condition. These things probably do sell. The A-Team is, it's fantastic. Though I told my daughter the other day, everybody that was ever on that show must have got trained at the same place later on down the road that the stormtroopers trained, because nobody ever hit anybody, despite all the machine gun fire on that show. I don't remember anybody ever actually hitting their target. But let's look at what else we got. Here's one thing. This is in original packaging. I'm going to show you the thing first. I don't actually have a needle. I need to get one because this is a little bit flat. But this is an old McGregor Court Cat basketball. I don't know. Does it have value? It's cool looking. It's old McGregor. And what I thought was neat is we know that it's brand new. It looks clean past just the dirt from age. But we know it's new because I found it. Oh, it's almost broken apart. But we found it in this. It's busted, but it was sitting in this. It's from Kmart, so that helps tell you that it was vintage. $9.97 when they bought this at Kmart. So a relatively expensive basketball, I suppose, for coming out of Kmart. We'll see. But yeah, we got the McGregor official Court Cat basketball. So that's cool. Let's look at what else we got. Okay, guys, I grabbed this. I don't know that it's complete, but it's Mattel from 1979. It's the Hot Wheels car wash and service station. So let's pop this thing open. Maybe. I didn't probably put enough room here. So that's going to prop up on our basketball shell there. This thing is cool, guys. Look at this. It's got the car wash, and really the stickers are in good shape. Sorry, this lighting, I'm trying to get you what I can here. I actually have a ring light coming, guys, so lighting in here is about to get a lot better. But it's got the car wash, blow dry. It's got the hand wax station. It's dirty. It needs some cleaning. But I think there's, yeah, that's sticky. That's gross. I've got to do some cleanup on this thing. But the graphics, the stickers are all relatively intact. So not in great shape, but for an entry-level collector or something, I don't know. Might be something here. So now, let's dig into the box. All right, so here's what we got left. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? So far, there's at least some potential, right? I think there's something there. Let's look at what else we got in here. Again, really no idea, but some Johnson Wax Off fly and mosquito repellent. There's 10 soft towelettes. These things are all still sealed. The box is trashed, but I mean, old discontinued stuff sells, right? It was just a throw it in the pile kind of thing. So we got that. We got an old, this is just the container. I think it used to hold some film. It's got Kodak on it, so obviously it held some film, but it's just the tin container. Worth anything? I don't know. We got a bunch of little stuff like that I just threw in because you never know. We've got some old staples. These are swing line staples. Chisel point 1000. Again, I don't know. It's not all this little and boring, I promise. But, I mean, come on, the A-Team van. This thing, I don't know what this is. Let's put this on the counter, and we'll put it under the light, and let's look at this. So here's what that thing is, guys. I really don't know. I haven't looked these up yet, but it says tax commission. It's a tax commission sales tax token, state of Washington. I don't know, but there's a whole little key ring of them. I don't know. We've got some more staples. So we got some staples. This thing I thought was cool. I might just flip through it. I don't know if there's any value to it, but it's going to be kind of cool to at least look at. I'm trying to get a hold on it here. This is the fall winter catalog for Sears from 1979. I was born in 1978, so my daughter can now see fashion just after I was born. But sometimes I do know that sometimes stuff like this sells, at least advertisements do. I don't know if entire old catalogs do. No idea. And there are some condition issues. This one, honestly, I just grabbed because I thought it'd be cool to look at. So I'll see if there's potentially value here, but there's going to be entertainment value, if nothing else. So we got that. That thing is heavy. I don't know what this is. I think this was sitting in the catalog. So I didn't even pick this up. Let's find out what we got. It's like double prizes here. We've got an old Yellowstone National Park map. I'm trying to see if there's a date on here. I don't see one. I don't know if that's worth anything or not. I think that was just accidentally dropped in there. But it's cool. Could be something for framing, actually. We'll see. I'll put up anything. I mean, who knows, right? So there's an old Yellowstone National Park map. This I thought was cool. And it's actually in relatively good condition. It's kid stuff, records and tapes. My guess is that this came with like a cassette tape, and this is the book portion of it, because it says, see the picture, hear the story, read the book. So I think this is just part of it, but it's an old He-Man, which I thought was pretty cool. Especially since I've started selling, I came into some... I just dropped it. I came into some animation cells. So I got people looking at He-Man stuff on my store. Maybe it fits. Let's grab it. We'll flip through it. So here we go. I mean, obviously this is not in great shape. I found it in the bathroom area where just a bunch of paperwork was just dumped into the floor in there. But outside, past that, I mean, it's not written in. The Thief of Castle Grayskull. I mean, look at this. The colors are still really good. Got Stratus back here. That guy's awesome. I don't know. I have no idea what these things are worth. Again, it's probably worth the investment just to look at it and to read through it. I think this is really cool. And considering where I found it, in amazing condition. So, we'll see. I'll look it up. I found two more things in that bathroom area. None of the stuff I found in there actually belonged. Well, the off I did find on a shelf in there. But none of the other stuff actually belonged. This, it's got some age. I don't know if it's worth it or not. I don't know how much value is there, but come on. New Kids on the Block. That's kind of cool. It's a little bit dirty, so I'm going to see if a Clorox wipe will clean that off. If it will, it might be worth something. If nothing else, it goes in a junk drawer a lot, right? But from 1989, I thought it was pretty cool. It was worth at least bringing home to show to my wife because she'd get a kick out of it. So we grabbed them, and we actually grabbed, this is a shower curtain, the newest in bath fashion. At least it was when they bought it a very long time ago. I don't know why I flipped it around that way. That was super awkward. How about that? I don't know. New old stock. It is still sealed, and it's a shower curtain, right? So it's not like, I mean, it's a plastic shower curtain. So we'll see. Maybe somebody wants an old school shower curtain. Again, this was a throw it in the box and see what you can find kind of deal. Some of this stuff might just be garbage. Some might be Goodwill. I don't know. This thing was kind of neat. Just a little shelf sitter. It's a duck. Mallard? Is that a mallard? I think that's a mallard. This is Weiss is the brand. It's hand painted, made in Brazil. So I don't know. I can't find any chips or cracks. It actually is in pretty good shape, so it might be something. We got something else pottery wise that the brand, at least I know, is collectible. This brand is I'm trying to see if you can see it on the bottom. I can tell you, but I don't know if it'll show up there. Oops, something in there. Francoma is the brand. Some of their stuff sells okay. This definitely mid-century modern looking little I guess a vase, a vase. I don't know, but grab that because I know the brand. So this might be something. Not in great shape, but we've got a G.I. Joe from the 80s. Is this 80s? Yeah, late 80s, 1987. He's a member of the Iron Grenadiers. This, it's not the actual figure, but I've got the card and it's got the plastic. So who knows? I mean, it's not in perfect shape, but it's in pretty good shape. I know some of this stuff sells, so somebody could complete this guy, and all of a sudden he's got somebody in the original packaging from the 80s. So pretty cool there. Another little toy, another really dirty toy, just an old motorcycle. I don't know. I think part of it is broken. I think it used to have a little kick pedal on there. Again, what is this? And does it work? I don't know the answer to either one of those things. I do know how to use Google. It's a battery cell tester is all I know. And made in the USA, which means it's more than likely vintage. So we'll see if it has value or if it's just a thing that I threw in a box. Okay, we got another little deal here. This is a Tootsie toy. This actually in relatively good condition. The stickers are still in good shape. Let's get closer so you can see that. I mean, there's some paint wear, some chipping on there, but overall, actually, this is really good. And Tootsie toy can be collectible. So I don't know that this one is. Don't know that it's not. Picked it up. I've done all right selling license plates. Usually they're much older, but these were sitting there. These are from 1985. I think they're matching. Yep, it's just a front and back, so I've got essentially two of these. It's from the it's the bicentennial plate, which is kind of cool. So if anybody's looking for an old license plate from Montana, I got two of them. How about Ham's beer? We got one of those too. From the land of sky blue waters, Ham's, complete with something, I don't know. So kind of cool. Some beer stuff is collectible. I've sold a Ham's t-shirt before, so grabbed that. This is another thing that needs cleaned up, but this is Fire King. So I thought cool color with the pink. Again, it's got farmhouse dust, but it's got a cool kind of little scalloped pattern on it. I don't know what that is, but on the bottom, I don't know if we can get it. You can kind of see there in the F. This is a Fire King, and Fire King stuff can be good. I actually just sold I think it was a blue one, similar to this for $9.99 plus shipping. So I grabbed that. Old tape player, Craig. Does it work, I asked. I don't know, she said. I threw it in the box. Again, some of this stuff sells for parts, so I figured it might as well be something I throw in the box. A lot of the stuff that I grabbed, she essentially had in what she felt was a garbage pile. So I got a pretty good deal on stuff, I think, because she saw a lot of it as, you know what, he's just taking stuff I was going to throw away anyway. So, old tape player. Some of these can be worth money. We'll see if this one is. And then the last thing in the box, guys, I'm going to set this on the counter so we can pull it out. We'll see. Centerpiece salt, pepper, and sugar bowl set. So this thing, let's see if we can get this out. You can see right here. I guess that's what we're looking at, or that's what we're supposed to be looking at. Let's see what we actually have. I didn't pull this all the way out. I just looked to see, hey, that looks kind of kitschy. I'm going to grab it. Man, this is hard one-handed. Okay. It might not be here. So, here we go. Yeah, that's definitely kitsch. I didn't look to see... It doesn't really look like it's broken or anything. I think that's supposed to be like that. I was trying to see if that was cracked, but I think that's just the edge of the banana. And there we go. So we pull this. So this is our sugar bowl. And then inside, sitting on top of the sugar bowl, yeah, there we go. How about that? And then I guess this goes... Oh, come on. Who doesn't want that? Maybe the question is who does want that, but I've stopped trying to figure out why people want particular things on eBay, it's kind of cool. And where else are you going to find another one? So that's the end of the box. But one of the two things that I mentioned at the beginning, we ended up getting. The blow mold I left behind. It had some condition issues. It was messed up on the bottom. The electrical looked like it was shot. It wasn't worth it, unfortunately. But I think one of the other Christmas things was worth it. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to show you what we grabbed. So I think this is where we might make our money. The Noma illuminated fireplace, complete with UL listed cord and bulb with simulated logs and wood grain top. Again, did not pull this out, so we'll see. That's supposedly what it looks like. Got the old tag on there. Let's pull this open. Let's see if it's anything like that. Okay, so this thing looks like it might actually be in pretty good shape. So there's our brick facade, and it doesn't look like there's any. Usually you see, you know, old water damage or something like that. This actually looks like it was well taken care of. And there we go. There's our logs. I think we actually might have a winner here. It's going to take up some space. We might put it together. We'll see what it looks like. So there you go. It works. I mean, it looks like... Thank you, Jaeger. It looks like it's a cardboard fireplace, but later at night, actually, I think it might look okay. Kind of cool. So, there you go. It took 3 of us to figure out how that thing worked, but we got it together. The instruction sheet, not so great, but we figured it out. So I think that's pretty good. That's the one thing out of that whole batch of stuff that I went in thinking had value. And I think I was right. There are, I don't think, any listings right now. So I'm going to look it up. I'll put down the comps down here as we finish up. But that's what I've got for you today, guys. A little bit of a haul. Saved some stuff from a bulldozer, and we might have made a couple bucks. So pretty good day. Coming up, the next video, there's going to be an auction. There's going to be a storage auction coming up just down the road from us here. I've been to one before, just to kind of see how, you know, how that ran, but didn't go intending to buy anything. Don't know that I'm going to buy anything at this one. We certainly don't have room for a big storage unit, but they did post on their Facebook page today that they are selling an 8x20 unit. It's got a car. No? She, Mountain Mama clearly says no. What about Mountain Kid?
You can't legally own it if you don't have.
Yeah, I know. There's the paperwork issue, but the kid is going to need a car to drive at some point. We'll see. We're not buying a car.
I'll just take mine.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.